he's just got to work up what's going on.
Hi, and welcome to Minimum Effort. This is JJ Jones here.
I don't know what's going on.
And my friend here, Mr. Mencken Reagan, my co-host for today. We're here to talk about why I'm exhausted. I've put in maximum effort, so much that I can't even imagine that I could put in more effort. So
I don't think so.
I finished the first leg of the wow, God, why did I say first leg? That means there has to be a second leg. My world tour, my sumo workshop world tour, where JJ, almost alone, not always, but almost alone, will go to different locations, trying to keep it in San Diego, to show the art of sumo. And I have like a pretty good little niche on it, right? I know how to trick judokas into loving sumo, right? So first, you just have to like embrace the kamates, right? And understand a few of them, like the important ones that look judo-y. Woo! That helps so much, right? So my first one was at the first stop of the world tour with my mawashi in my hand was at Setting Sun. Setting Sun is located in Ocean Beach, which I was terrified because Ocean Beach was underwater for quite some time the day before. And I was like, is there even still a gym? So I get there and there's still a gym. We had to deal with like the wake from cars driving. So it was chaos. But it turned out pretty well. We ended up getting a couple people to sign up from there, which is super, super cool. And commitments to do nationals. So sumo is growing.
Hopefully people stick with it. But,
And so my big trick here is like, hey, what's your tokai-waza? What's your favorite technique? Right? And so I'll like point to each one of the people, you, and then they'll name a throw, right?
Uchimata, Sotomata,
yeah, exactly.
Sotogari, all this stuff,
Yeah, right? And so as you're walking through and they're like, I love Ippon Sewanage. I'm like, bet.
Sumo,
and then
that's sumo, man.
That's sumo. And then I ended up getting a couple well, at the first one it was all just judokas, a couple like stick fighters, which I guess there's a part in sumo where we say that we have no weapons, so that's the only way that it's valid. I don't know. The second spot was supposed to be at Outliers. Outliers is out in Santee, so I go from the beach all the way to the right wing, the inland. The inland
became a little political.
Yeah.
The right way.
So I get out there, and like as I'm going, my truck decides to die. And so I'm stuck on the side of the road with all this time. And I had students show up. It's really, really sucked. And I didn't know what to do with myself. I felt real guilty. But
so Marshall ran.
Yeah, so Marshall was there, and he was just like, I guess I'll leave. But secretly, Marshall ended up wanting to do judo.
Oh,
so
okay.
I think that planted the seed And then by the time we got to the third location, which is in North County at Rebellion MMA. Rebellion MMA is basically in Mira Mesa. Mira Mesa is pretty rad. North County, I always have this like weird, like, I mean, it's not quite North County, but basically North County. And North County, to me, doesn't feel like San Diego. It feels like Lower San Clemente, but it is San Diego. It's just me with my own visions. You know, I'm sure they definitely think less of us in Lower San Diego. So
Proper
I
San
think that's
Diegans,
why, you know, like, whatever. It is what it is. But like we get there, Marshall ends up connecting with John Dyer.
Oh, John Dyer, yeah.
Yeah, so John Dyer was there. He was my connect for this one. It's a fantastic facility, very high ceilings. It has a cage. It has a boxing ring. Mat space is smaller than Honu. I'm just going to put that out there. Our mat space is way bigger. It's probably double the size, but whatever, you know. And it's not above a liquor store, so I'm just saying, you know. So we get there, and I have right around like 30 to 40 people.
Oh, dang. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, mix of children, adults, Muay Thai.
That's the biggest, but that's like the biggest one we've ever had. Like,
That's
in
the
a
biggest
workshop.
one. That was the biggest one. And the majority of them were judokas. And I speak judo. I speak judo good. Judo is what brought me into everything, right?
8? When did you start judo? Like 7, 8 years
I was
old?
a little kid. Try not to think about it. I spent too much time doing judo. But I start pointing people out, bam, bam, bam. And then the Muay Thai person comes and he's like, yeah, like I ask him, what's his favorite technique? Right? And I already knew he was a striker. You can tell a striker from a judoka pretty easily. First of all, he's got like rainbow hair and stuff like that. Yeah. Really cool dude. Really, really cool dude. Couldn't tell you his name to save my life. But he's like, I like punching. I'm like, awesome. That's kind of in sumo.
Yeah,
and he's like, really? Yeah. I was like, yeah. And then I, started showing him, and he's like, oh, right. And then one person's like, I like to kick. I was like, hey, let me show you the Menken move where he tries to fracture your shin.
Bam.
Right? So it actually turned out really, really, really well. And I gave us like a 2-hour window, mainly because I had like a little secret meeting that I had to do afterwards, right? But so within that window, I'm like, oh, we're just like going through. We get to the rounds, and they don't want to stop. They don't want to stop. They kept going. They're like calling out their sister, calling out their best friend, calling out their twin brother, which the twins were fraternal twins, which is a little less interesting, because I like identical twins to fight each other, and then one's better than the other, and then it's like, ooh, I gotta sit with that for the rest of my life. Right? Fraternal twins, well, one was taller, one was actually more athletic, the shorter one. So whatever, it's less interesting. But like they were getting after it, right? They were all getting after it. The adults went. Marshall tried to beat up all of the adults. Peter showed up with Cass, both of them, which I love them because they are literally best friends. It's like a sweetness to it too. It's like Patrick and SpongeBob, right? It's pure, and I love it. I love it. But yeah, after that, my soul was, first of all, a lot of weight was gone because that was the first leg of the tour, and I don't know if we're gonna have 2 legs, but that first leg is done, and I felt really, really good, really good. It ended off good. It got a little rocky. I was stuck on the side of the road for 2 hours, sending out text messages and making videos and stuff like that. Thank God I have an iPad. Yeah, even when I'm down, I'm still working. That's what I do.
No break for JJ.
It was a break. The car broke. So yeah, that was so much fun. Do you have any questions about my world tour?
Well, San Diego tour for now.
I if I really think about it, I could just go ahead and add in going to DMV. Right? If you really think about it, right?
Well, that's a U.S. tour then.
If we add in DMV, I mean, if you really think about it, I was just in Japan, so I mean,
that's true. That's true. Yeah. Okay, world tour. Yeah.
world tour. Actually, you know what's funny is I'm going to start reaching out to. I have a lot of judo connections in Tijuana. So
Really? Okay. Yeah.
maybe I can head down there and do a little bit. I mean, the only issue is bringing mawashis.
It's going to be so weird.
It's weird. It's weird. It just looks weird. It's I
Rolled
don't
up
know.
cloth. Yeah, they would probably be like, "What are you hiding in this cloth, man?"
Dude, I every time I go to any border, I feel like I spend a gross amount of time in secondary. And I know if I take mawashis, they're gonna be like, "What did you do?" Last time, I literally bought shrimp. I had shrimp, and they were like, you could just buy this in the United States. I'm like, man, it's $1 a pound here. What are we doing? You know this. Like, why? But I feel like that could be fun. So honestly, hey, if you're in the 3-hour radius of San Diego, so that could be LA, that could be Arizona ish, kind of a little bit, right? Somewhere in that area, right?
Holler at me. In sumo, yeah. If you're interested in sumo, yeah.
I'll come and show some sumo, right? Like, we'll figure it out. Even if you're further from there, say you're in the middle of nowhere and you're like, "Ooh, I want to do sumo." Like, we can connect you with somebody, or me and my wife can just have a cool little trip to hopefully somewhere awesome like Philadelphia or something,
Or Nebraska, yeah, Lincoln, Nebraska, yeah.
Lincoln, Nebraska. Did you know my family's from there?
I knew you were born in Nebraska. Yeah.
I hate you so much. I hate you.
Do you know, everybody? Do you know what JJ's real name is?
It's Justin.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my god, I got scared. I legit got scared. I got scared.
You're like, I'm going to fly over Japan and beat Megan up.
In June. Oh man. And with that, I have to say, you got a friend in need. You got a friend. Uh-oh. We got to stop right there or we're going to get copyright strike. Bye.
Bye.